It's Randytbird out here in Arizona on a cloudy, humid August morning. The outer bands of the hurricane that's supposed to hit the west coast, I guess it's now downgraded to a tropical depression or tropical storm, whatever. But mostly hitting western Arizona. We'll probably get some scattered showers later today. It's been cloudy and humid all weekend, but the temperatures have been down, so as long as you're moving, it's okay. Well, the good news is that I start a new job on Monday, and the even better news is, as I alluded to in an earlier video, is that it would be, I was hoping to get a job within the motorcycle industry. Well, I am starting at Desert Wind Harley-Davidson tomorrow in sales, or fit specialist as they call it. So I start training and getting started tomorrow. So I've been looking forward to that. This is something I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I mean, no time better than right now, right? Anyway, so I will be a couple weeks in training, and then I'll be out there. So come down and see me at Desert Wind Harley-Davidson in Mesa, Arizona if you're local. That's pretty much all I can say about that right now, and as things develop I will update everybody. But I'm super excited to get started. I've had 3 weeks off, which is very strange for me, and I'm really getting bored. So I mean, the temperatures have been really crappy here as of late, and well, hell, all summer here. But I'm ready to get back to work and ready to give it my all. So I'm excited. That's exciting news for me right now. And then you know, then we got the rest of the summer, and then finally the cool down, and it's going to be awesome. So don't know what my schedule is going to be yet. I guess it'll be somewhat fluid. I have different days off, but that'll be all right too. Having days off during the week would be kind of cool. And heck, I spend a lot of times at the bike shops anyway on the weekends, so it'll be right up my alley. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your summer. And looks like there's been a lot of rain back in the Midwest and the northeast. And if you're in those places, you know, it won't last forever, I'm sure. So get better. Today out here, yeah, it's really cloudy this time of year. That's unusual for it to be this cloudy. But again, it's all due to that hurricane that's up off the west, that's coming up the west coast and going through California. So anyway, just getting started this morning. I'll be back to you a little bit later. Hey, it's Randy. I'm back on this rare cloudy day here in Arizona. Just out for a ride on the Dyna this morning. Took the Triumph out for a little while yesterday. Hadn't been on it for a couple months now. But just a short ride running around the town area there, and so I had to put a few miles on it. It's been neglected. It's been sitting there, and well, it's not too neglected. It's got a nice home and a garage and everything, and keep the battery charged and all that stuff. And so anyway, that was a short thing yesterday. And yesterday was an odd day as well. It was only in the 90s, and but it was sprinkling off and on and a little humid, but not altogether not too bad. I sat outside for a while and drank a few beers on my porch and just watched the world go by for a little bit. It's kind of nice. I had stopped by the dealership yesterday, the one I'm going to be working at, and they have one of the new CVO electric glides, or not electric glide, but street glide. And I think that's more impressive than the road glide. You know, it was just amazing. Just the detail on that motorcycle was incredible. Yes, they are expensive, but if that's something you can afford, I mean, That's pretty incredible, just the level of work. And then you know that technology is going to filter down to probably next year's models, if not the year after. Just an awesome motorcycle, fit and finish. Really there is no compare to any other manufacturer or whatever. Harley Davidson does it up right. Awesome. I've only seen the one color, the silverish color, and while it is awesome, there's a red color that's coming out later that is supposed to be just incredible. You know that, and I've seen the anniversary models, and the paint on those is just almost indescribable. It's so nice. You know, it's a real cool shade of reds, and then blended reds and different colors in there. Just really nice. There's a kind of a I don't know what you'd call the badging on it, but on the gas tank it's kind of a copper or bronze color. Just really nice. And then, you know, and it's very similar to the bronze that are on the bronze wheels that are on the ST models. It's just a beautiful motorcycle. Plus they did some stuff with the upholstery on the seats that kind of matches a two-tone vinyl or leather on the seats. That just definitely a special edition bike. And again, the one that really catches my eye these days is the Lowrider ST that has the Fast Johnny, as they call it, paint scheme with the blue with the white stripes, muscle car from the 60s type paint. That bike really impresses me. I mean, and again, when you see them up close, it's just incredible. It's like a medium metallic blue. I'm sure there's a particular name for it. I know I'm going to learn it. And then the white, cream white stripes, just awesome. It's like a 66 Shelby Cobra is what it reminds me of. Or, you know, the Fords about the early 70s, reminiscent of colors like grabber blue and thanks vermilion. If you remember the Fords of the day, they had all these unique color names for the colors that they were going. Very bright, very distinctive colors. And one of my favorite cars of all time is the 69 and 70 Mustang Mach 1s. And the closest I ever got to having one of those is I had a 68 fastback with the 302 and had headers on it and a big carburetor and nice wheels, torque thrust wheels, and just a beautiful car. Had it for several years, wore it out and sold it cheap. Of course, you know, that's what you got for them back then. They weren't considered to be classics at the time, you know. So if I had it now, the car would be worth, even if it was worn out as it was getting, probably $10,000 to $20,000. It's amazing how things increase. But if I ever got rich by any means, I would love to have 69 or 70 Mach 1 with the 428 Cobra Jet, you know, with the shaker hood scoop. They had bucket seats with the fold down rear seats, so it made it almost like a two-seater, and the fastback roof line. It's just, yeah, to me it was one of the coolest cars ever. You know, they rated them at 375 horsepower, and from what I've read, that was probably understated because of insurance, you know, things back in the day, and that they were probably well over 400 horsepower. And I don't know if you know anything about those cars. Please share it with me in your comments. Yeah, those were cool cars. I really enjoyed having my 68, but man, that 69 70 was just awesome cars. Yeah. When they got into 71, they got into the bigger ones. They had their charm as well, and then there was that forgettable era of the Mustang 2, which is based on the Pinto, and yeah, that was before the Fox body came out. Yeah, My mom had a Fox body Mustang with a straight six in it. I think it was a 79. It had a surprising amount of power for a straight six. I think it was the Ford's 250 it was. But that was an interesting car. And then they did some interesting things with the Fox body Mustangs, the 5.0 GTs and the SVO Mustang, which was really cool. It had a turbo 4-cylinder in it, and that was a wild little beast. I had another Mustang later in life. I had a 2000 Mustang Coupe, and that had a 3.8 liter V6 in it. It actually ran pretty good for a pushrod V6. Of course, the later ones now with the 4.0s, and they had the 4.0s, and now they have the 2.3 EcoBoost Mustang that makes 335 horsepower or something crazy like that. It's a version of the motor I have in my Ranger that's 271 horse in that trim. They scoot right on down the road, you know, but nothing sounds like a 5.0 Mustang. It's just an incredible sound. Just a rumble. Can you tell I'm a Ford guy? Anyway. Got off topic there, but you know, what better topic than motorcycles and fast muscle cars? Yeah. Yeah, the clouds are moving around. We're having patches of sunlight and clouds, and whoa, we got something going on up here. Get my lane over here. Somebody must be broke down, looks like. Tow truck. And yep. Oh, they lost the trailer. Oh, bummer. Anyway, bad way to start your Sunday. My wife and the boy took a day trip yesterday up to the lake with her oldest son, and they had a good day, and the weather up north was in the 80s. They had a good day. I stayed behind. And the boy got to swim in the lake and enjoy that day up there. Went for a hike with his uncle, and it was a good day for them. I sat home in the quiet and drank a couple beers, rode motorcycles, 2 different motorcycles yesterday, and yeah, it's a good day to spend my last weekend before I go back to work. One of the other cool things about working where I'm working is it's only a couple miles to work, and that beats the heck out of that 36-mile commute I was having at the last place. That's not going to miss that at all. And buying gas every 2 to 3 weeks in the car. If I take the car, I'll probably just ride each day, only a couple miles, and you know, don't have to deal with, you know, backup traffic on the freeways and rush hour and all that stuff. That'll be pretty nice. I'll start at the end of rush hour and get off work after rush hour. That'll be cool. Can you tell I'm excited? I am so thrilled. This is a bucket list thing for me. So, some guys riding out this morning. Sport bikes. I'm not really amazed. I'm just impressed at the sport bike guys out there. They're as into their motorcycles as any Harley rider will ever be. And it's some of the things that they do, you know, if you're not around them, you wouldn't notice the subtleties and the mods and stuff they make with them. But being a serial researcher that I am, I just like anything to do with motorcycles, is that I will notice these things, and I'm just always impressed. I love talking to people about their bikes, whatever. And yeah, I've seen some cool bikes and things that these guys have really put a lot of effort and really tasteful and good mods on these motorcycles, you know. Anyway, I'm I'm headed up here close to my gas stop. I'm going to stop and get some gas. This is Randytbird out here in Arizona, and I hope you're having a great day and that you're able to get out and enjoy that. And look to hear from you soon. Please subscribe if you haven't. It keeps the channels rolling along here, so I appreciate everybody that subscribes, has subscribed, will subscribe. Just takes a minute. We'll talk to you again.